watching FFM, and it's Biology Tuesday. Next up is our guest speaker, Dr. Lepagrdo, who has a G in their name for some goddamn reason. Let's tune into them now.
And speaking of God, the lobster is a very humble specimen. You see, in terms of evolutionary history, it never once had opposable thumbs. However, and this does lead into our first lobster fact, lobsters have claws on either side of its body. And so, I was on an expedition by myself in the Swiss Alps. They all told me it was a bad idea, but I figured that it didn't require a team of people to study some local flora. But the mountains were so tall, in fact. At the height I was at, I couldn't even see the grass on the ground anymore. It looked more like a void of morning mist and fog than anything resembling earth below me. But there I was, observing some Androcea alpina near a crack in the mountain, when what appeared to be a small black bear approached me. At first, I was frightened, reasonably, but then I began to wonder as to how an American species of bear could have made its way all up here. It didn't make sense, but it didn't seem aggressive, at least not in a way I could understand. Once it got close to me, it stood on its hind two legs and began making an awful sound. It sounded like... I don't remember what happened, but I ended up back on the soil of Earth, just glad to be alive.